You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Smartest Guys in Marketing podcast. Chris Evans and Taylor Welch, and we are back and better than ever. What is up?
Man, it has been a roller coaster.
It's been a few minutes. We've been out in the desert. We've been wandering like the Israelites.
No, we went underground into the bunker, and we just decided that we were going to replace everything in the same month because we are the smartest guys in marketing. And when you're the smartest, you do things that aren't smart. Kind of how it goes.
Just so to prove that you are the smartest.
We've been busy. We've been so busy that we've been busy. We haven't had time for the mizzy.
We've been so busy with a lot of zays.
Yeah.
It's been an intense 30, 60 days.
It's been awesome, though. We're gonna record a episode later, kind of about the changes that we've made. We've completely rebuilt Client Kit. We've completely rebuilt Upper Echelon. And literally, Chris, I didn't tell you this, but I just got off a meeting with Jesse. And he said that he was talking to somebody who's actually seen all the changes. They were on a strategy call like 6 months ago. And you got to know something about TF and Chris and T, C and T, C Nanny, T Money. If you get on a call with us and we don't think that we can help you, we actually delay it. And we'll just be like, hey, you need to wait. True. You know, we don't just like force enroll people when they're not ready. So this person's been on a couple calls and it keeps getting pushed back of like, hey, you wait a couple more months. Like, let's do this. Anyways, so she actually asked Jesse what the new investment was for CK because she's like, it's probably like 35 grand. That's what she kind of thought. It was just like, that is what we should be charging for it because of how much stuff is in it, the one-on-one elements. It's really, really good. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking today about, you want to say it or you want me to say it?
I want to say it because I'm so excited about it.
Go for it.
4 ways to turn your expertise into cash.
4 ways to
turn your expertise into cash.
Yeah, look, we're in the business of taking people's IP, their intellectual
property.
Not stealing it, but taking it and then turning their intellectual property into money.
Yeah.
Money. A lot of people have expertise. A lot of people have IP. A lot of people have ideas. But guess what? Just because you have some expertise does not make you rich. In fact, it's crazy how many experts are just broke as a joke. They got all this expertise. They got all this intellectual property, but they don't know how to actually transfer it or communicate in a way that generates a return of cash monies, Yeah.
So, not even broke in just the financial sense. They're broke with their time. They're broke emotionally. Like across the board, they are broken. And it's all the byproduct of the monies.
That was good, bro. Say one thing about Chris Evans. When he interrupts Taylor Welch to say something, it's usually pretty good. All right, four models, if you will, for taking your IP and turning it into money, taking your expertise and turning it into cash. You want to hit the first one?
Yeah, information.
That's
information. This has been pretty widespread the last couple of years, where so many people who experts coming into the market, they saw kind of the gold rush of putting their information out there, which is a wide net, right? Because just information, you can help a lot of people by selling an ebook or maybe a low cost course or whatever. And so there was this gold rush and there was this big pendulum swing to everybody putting information to the market, just info.
Yeah.
Right. The bad thing that happens, unfortunately, is human beings are human beings. And just because they buy your product, your information, doesn't mean they're actually going to get their problem solved.
Sure, bro.
It's actually probably less than 5% are going to do anything with that information.
Right? And information is so rare these days.
Yeah. You can't get it anywhere.
Obviously, we're making fun. There's so much information everywhere. So you got to know, like the first model, if you will, it's not that big of a deal. If you got information, so what? So does everyone else. I love the people who are like, the information age is dying. rule of thumb, anytime someone says that an age is dying, they don't know what they're talking about. It's usually not dying. Ages take a long time to die. It's shifting, but it's not dying. People still need information. And if you are an expert, you should be producing information. It's called content. CONTENT. Content.
Whoa.
I can spell. Good. I can spell, man. But yeah, information. Example. Can we give an example?
Oh, I do.
Let's say that you help people lose weight. Let's say you help people get in shape or whatever. And you have an email list and you put emails out into the market. That's information. Or you write a book or whatever. And you sell that book. See how it's so wide? It's not custom. It's just random information. And it is a good first step, but it's not the best type of model to build a business on. Number 2. Is this me? I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it. I really think that you want number 3.
Okay, you do it. You do number 2.
Right. Precision.
Boom!
Precision. One thing or 2 things, right? You can help people lose weight, but mainly people with specific background, and you can simplify everything for them, right? So when you get precise on the market, you get a little bit closer to actually them getting results.
Yeah. And how many of you have ever heard the term information overload? Info overload. Overloaded with information. Got too much. So here's the beauty about precision is precision actually works against the info overload effect, because all of a sudden you're not saying like, hey, if you struggle with these 1,947 health issues, and you're like, just one, maybe 2,
just one,
where you're able to actually decrease the clutter, increase the clarity. Precision is great because it actually helps people feel less overwhelmed. So let's say that, you don't just help anyone lose weight, but you help people who are mothers and they used to look good and now they don't. And there's only 1 or 2 things that they really need to do to get it back. See how this precision, like people know it's like, oh, this is for me. This is not for me. It's very easy.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this is we have so many conversations with clients that they feel like they have to help so many people. Right? Either they feel like they're going to lose opportunity or that's what they should do. Like it's the right thing to do. When what ends up happening is they don't help anybody. And we've talked a lot about this too. Like when you're really precise on your marketing, if it is that mom who used to be, smoking hot and she had kids and life has just worn her down.
Now she's fat.
Oh, I didn't say that. That was Taylor that said that. But now she's
just thinking it.
She doesn't feel as good about herself as she used to, right?
It's a very political way of saying that. I like that.
But, if that's the person you focus on, then you can craft marketing to reach that person as opposed to like, just trying to go out to everybody in the world who wants to lose weight. It don't work.
Yeah.
You will not be effective. And I know many of you who are listening to this call right now, that is exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. That's good, dude. Specificity is so important. Important. You try to help everybody, you help nobody. All right. Information. Number 1, precision. And by the way, we didn't talk about this, but you can actually stack this stuff on top of each other. Like we talked about this at the Upper Echelon event we just had in Redondo Beach about stacking things on top of each other. Everybody wants to have all these different products and, it just gets convoluted and confusing. But it is possible to have information wide, precision a little bit more narrow. And then the third type of expertise that you can turn into cash is customization.
Ooh.
Customization is different than precision because customization is now adaptable, right? Even if you get specific and you get precise and you have that precision, you're still not adapting to individual people with their individual, woes.
Yep.
Woes. Not every day you get to use that word. So this is adaptable information based on the person, the business, the problems, etc. So an example would be, information you got a book for people. Precision, maybe you have a podcast. It's precise. It's for a specific type of person. And then customization is like, okay, you work one-on-one with people. You track their food. You track them in the gym. You're going to enforce the results because you're customizing the map to that person. And this is actually where, if you rate us, this is kind of where Client Kit is.
Yeah.
Is this third rung right here. It's very adaptable. It's custom to the person. You going to say something?
Which is our flagship program, Client Kit.
It's
not called the flagship program.
We're thinking about calling it flagship. Not really.
Now just busting on Kern's chops. Yeah. Are you gonna say something, or can I?
I mean, I was just gonna let you take over from there.
Well, I think this is a really important element, and there's so many people, unfortunately, that try to fit so many of their prospects in the same box. It just doesn't work. And so what we've noticed is fewer people get results. And especially in our niche, our industry, what we're doing, helping experts accelerate their growth, make more money, live healthier, happier lives. Nobody's doing this like we're doing this. And this is part of the thing that we've changed in the last 60 days, and we've just gone very, very deep on, is every client that comes in really dialing in to where they are, their market, their messaging, their story, their offer, and basically building a blueprint and a pathway that's customized to them to get them to where they want to go. And it's so extremely powerful. I mean, we had crazy results before. You look at any of our stuff, Facebook, like our testimonies are insane. We can't keep up with them. But it's even more now because, we're building blueprints specifically for our clients.
Yeah, let me just toot my fiddle real fast. Toot our own horn.
Play your fiddle?
Yeah. We hired a consultant about 2 months ago to come in and look at our stuff and tell us how we can make it better. Client cadence in particular. And he's been through other people's programs, and I'm not going to name them, but they're the biggest programs that are on the internet today that you can buy that compete with us. And he said, bar none, you guys, Client Cadence is the best, and it's got the most percentage of case studies. Yeah, this was before we started messing with stuff.
Okay.
And we said, well, we're still not happy because there are, people that are getting lost in different pockets. So we still ripped the whole thing out of the ground and rebuilt it. If that tells you anything, it tells you that 1, we're crazy, and 2, it's just insatiable. We have this drive to be able to serve the individual, customized, adapted to the person at a level that's never been seen before in our industry. And you got to know this is you're competing with people who don't understand this information. And so whatever you do, whether it's marketing, whether you mow lawns, whether you consult people who mow lawns, you got to have a layer in your business that's customizable to people, and then put a good price tag on that. That's the third thing. It's really, really important. Number 4.
Can I just add one thing to that? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The whole purpose and the root of it for us is impact. Like when you've been to a place and you've seen the impact that you can have on lives, I'm just like thinking of Carissa, for example. She was able to retire her husband who has had health issues because of the impact that we've had on her business. Tasha, who helps moms who, before they met her and worked with her, had no chance of getting pregnant, right? And so she is 100%, her success rate is like ridiculous. And so for us, that's why we go just so deep in, making these changes now, is because of the impact that it's having.
It's pretty good, bro.
I'm just excited about it.
It's pretty good.
All right.
That addition. All right. You want to hit number 4? You want me to?
Number
I'm going to hit it. I'm doing it. It's mine. Replacement. We got information, precision, customization, and replacement. All right. So replacement is when you're actually going in and replacing the person as the laborer. And at first glance, people are like, oh, that doesn't sound very good. But actually, it's a pretty good model. Like agencies have been around for like 100 years. They're not going anywhere. I know that there's all this fuss about like, oh my God, computers are going to replace copywriters. No, probably not for a long time. Like it's probably just not going to happen because the game is always changing, and you can't really, at the point we are now, Elon Musk just tweeted recently, he underestimated humans because he's trying to literally replace all the humans in his factories with robots. And it's just like, it can't be done right now. Like you can't teach them to think the same way a human brain can problem solve. And so don't listen to all that crap. People are just like trying to scare you. They're probably trying to sell their system and their product to you. But replacement is a really decent model, and we used to do this a lot. This is where we came from. Maybe an agency. I was writing copy for people. I was going into businesses and replacing the business owner with my expertise. Chris was doing the same thing. And so we don't do this right now with traffic and funnels, but we have other businesses that we're involved in that do this. And it would kind of be like the top of it, maybe the pinnacle. Yeah. Where you're actually doing the most for the client, and you should be getting the most in return in terms of monetary compensation.
Amen.
You know what another example of this would be?
Hit it.
like a surgeon. Like, no, surgeons aren't being like, hey, buy my done with you course. That's kind of the pinnacle, right? They're actually doing it for you. And the more expertise required, like at certain times in the game, it's going to require you to replace the person, because the risk on like a dentist teaching you how to do a root canal and then you do it for yourself, that's an obscene risk. And so it depends on the market, obviously. But replacements at the top.
What about the culture that we live in? Right?
Well,
no, go ahead.
I didn't know if you were going to add something to number 4 or if.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Nothing.
It's all you, man.
No, just the culture we live in, where, especially today, where their information is so readily available, and funnel hackers are, they are all over the place, just hacking away everybody's businesses, funnels, and they think that they can just take somebody's business and stamp it over, and just from learn from trial and error. And it's just not good, dude. It's not okay, because it negatively affects people's lives, their careers, their trajectories. When you have watched a webinar or you've gone through a course and you actually haven't been on the battlefield, you actually haven't been in the trenches, learning the stuff, figuring it out on your own dime, that's bad, man. Super bad. And unfortunately, we live in this culture with the rate of information so available, and it's all over the place, that you can pull things, from the sky and negatively affect people. That's not what you should do. That's not how you turn, quote, expertise into cash.
Yeah, what it comes down to people just being like disrespectful of their markets. That's what it really comes down to. If you're one of those people who's like, man, I'm going to learn everything I can for free, you don't give a royal shit about your market. Ooh. Sorry, just telling you the truth. You actually don't care about people at all. You care about yourself. Here's the thing. It's like, imagine the surgeon coming out of the operating room being like, oh, well, he died, but I learned a lot for the next one. You're like playing around with people's vision and their dreams and their future. It's like, man, I've never built a funnel before in my life, but hey, give me $1,000 now. But what is wrong with you? Like, if you're not investing into yourself, into your skills, you don't care about your clients. Part of the reason that me and Chris invest so much money, just being real, just telling you like it is, hardcore. Part of the reason we invest so much money into our mentors, guys like Jay, we just linked up with 6 months ago, paid him over 6 figures. And we're linked up with the best of the best of the best, is because our clients are paying us considerable amounts of money. And some of these people are like pulling money out of, dude, a client came in last week who pulled money out of their kid's college fund. There is no chance in hell that I am going to not be the best for that person. And so, if you're just sitting around and you're like, listen to podcasts, give me free, and you're expecting, your clients to sacrifice for you while you learn trial and error, or you never invest in yourself, man, Starbucks, that's where you are headed. I can't wait for you to get there, because every single day I go through the drive-thru and I get myself a double shot, and we need good people making those coffees. And you just might be the best person for the job.
There's only like 30% that actually do make them good. So
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
It's a hard word, but I think the market needs to hear it.
It's true. It's true. All right. Yeah. 4 ways to turn expertise into cash: information, precision, customization, and replacement. Y'all, we are back in the game. Back in the game. So pay serious attention to what happens over the next couple months. Get in our group if you're not in the group. Get the memos. Gee whiz. Don't know how many pictures we get about the memos.
The funniest thing, though, is when I get a notification when somebody cancels, is they say it's too much.
Too much money. Yeah, $7 a month. We have about our cancellation rate is way down. It's probably 10%. Because it is a monthly thing. You can get it. You can choose to not get it. It's sent in the mail. You also get online access now. But, we break it down like it is. We call it like we see it. trafficandfunnels.com/memos. This is from the field. This is not me being a marketer. This is from people. It's the best way to start your morning. It ain't Folgers coffee. No, it's the memos.
It's close.
It's a close second. Folgers is a close second. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time.
See ya.